How's it going? How's the pizza business?
It's crazy. You look at me, you're the CEO. No, it's been crazy. I feel like as like most things go with like everything that we do, everything's like comes together like nicely, but very last minute.
Yeah.
So it's been very, very chaotic, but everything is like, it's been so great. Like we revealed the restaurant a couple weeks ago. We'd seen the renderings, but we had never actually seen it in person.
Yeah.
And seeing it in person was absolutely crazy. I don't know if it was you or Matt King, but they were like, it's literally like we took the building out of a cartoon or out of like Toy Story or something and just put it right on Sunset.
Yes.
But like, it just, yeah.
It's very Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. It's been a long time coming.
How many years has it been? When did you get the space? You've had that spot is unreal. It's right on Sunset. Guys, the Doughbrik's Pizza is right on Sunset Boulevard. I would say it is the epicenter of Los Angeles. It's next to Saddle Ranch.
Yeah.
Sunset is where people go to party. People have nice restaurants, nice hotels.
Yeah.
Do you know the story of how we got it?
No.
So we were looking for a spot somewhere in Hollywood, West Hollywood, like a year and a half ago now. And we were driving to see another spot on Sunset, like a mile away. And on the way there to this other spot, Dave and I were talking about that Starbucks that's right next to Saddle and how cool it would be for it to, like, leave. And I was like, there's no fucking way Starbucks is ever going to leave, right? They've been there for 15 years. There's no way they're going to go out of business, right?
This was also, like, mid-pandemic, too. So, like, we weren't going down to Sunset that often, so we didn't... You know, we weren't driving by to, like, see.
Yeah, we were on Sunset once every, like, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And so we're driving by, and I swear to God, as we're talking about it, how Starbucks would never leave, we look at the building, and the Starbucks sign is gone. And we're like, holy fuck. And that night, we went to, it's a Sunday night, I remember, we went to the landlord's building, assuming that someone was going to be there to, like, get the space right then and there, like, sign the lease. On a
Sunday night.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, thank God you're here.
But,
I've been waiting. I'm here 24/7.
So they weren't there, obviously, but the next morning...
That's the most David and Ilya thing I've ever heard of. Dave, we need to go there now. We need to go down there now and get the place before somebody gets it.
Yeah,
Ilya,
that was the conversation.
11:30.
Literally verbatim.
That was a verbatim the conversation, yeah. And anyways, they weren't there. We talked to them the next day, and we got into the lease agreements, and we signed the lease in like a month. And we were so lucky. I mean, when I say that's the best spot, like you said, I mean, it's the best spot. Like, period.
Best possible.
Period. Like, for anything.
There's
like,
all the Netflix billboards up and down. Everyone's on that street.
Yeah. And for such like a notorious name, too.
Yeah.
You know? It's crazy.
What, Dobrik's?
Like David Dobrik.
Oh, yeah.
As a person.
Yeah, and he has a history there at Saddle Ranch, and
I mean, it could not have worked out more perfectly.
I had a woman sit on my head in the Saddle Ranch parking lot.
Well, there's a lot of good Saddle Ranch memories.
Catch the clip.
Oh my God!
And what's the hardest thing about starting a restaurant?
Oh man, the hardest thing about starting a restaurant, getting a good team together, I'd say, is the hardest thing for sure.
Right.
Because like, at the end of the day, you can't do anything by yourself, right? And it's like, to find good people that are loyal and that you can trust and that will do the work without you micromanaging them is like extremely hard. And we had, I mean, I'm not exaggerating, we probably had 4,000 applicants. And of those 4,000, like, 600 lived in LA. Of those 600, only 100 were good. Of those 100 that were good, only 20 or 30 were like the top best, including the general manager and the AGM. And so it's like, you really have to take time with it, and that's why it's the hardest part, right? Because it just requires so much mental capacity to be able to pick the right people.
And how do you feel about being in the pizza business and also the fitness business at the same time?
It's funny because like they're so
slightly
different.
Contradictory, yeah.
They're so but like in a way,
I was in there yesterday to eat, and I was like, "There's nothing I can eat here."
Yeah. But I mean, like, I don't know. I just view it as like, pizza's my comfort food. Whatever, like I can eat it on cheat days, and then I also have this like side of fitness to me. I could do both, It's like there's nothing wrong with it. It is hard, because it's two different businesses. But at the end of the day, they're polar opposites, but at the same time, they can coexist.
I think for all of us, like, it's kind of been really surreal. Like, even I think literally I had a conversation with David today where it finally hit him. And we're like 4 days away from launch, right?
Yeah.
Like there's been a lot of steps in this process where it should have hit him. Like this is going to be a pretty big deal. But just today he was like, holy shit. Like, this is going to be around for a long time. Like there's gonna be a lot of people eating this pizza. Like this is a real like sustainable.
Yeah. He said to me, he said it best. He was like, if you're making like a movie, you make it and it's good or not, or a TV show, and then it's over.
Kind of goes away.
Yeah.
It goes away.
Yeah.
And this is like every day. That's what I would be concerned about. Like you being there every day, dealing with the ins and outs of like, hey, Juliana's sick today.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Luckily, that's what the GM is for, right?
I see.
So like, he handles all that stuff, and my job moving forward is going to be to expand and like open new locations
And work on Joe's podcast, right?
Yeah,
work on
definitely.
Lightweights. That's where your focus is going to be on
Podcast,
Lightweight.
Doughbrik, Zilla.
Yep.
Totally.
Have you thought about ending Joe's life to make your life better?
I have, yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, I can help. It might make my life better. We were out there yesterday, and you guys we were getting ready to taste some ranch, and it wasn't quite ready. The pizza wasn't ready, so
Yeah.
that's fine. I'm like, I'm so old. I'm so happy just to fucking sit and do nothing. Like, I actually love it. When I was younger, I would get like, and so Todd and Joe were like, "What are we gonna do? Like, let's get coffee. Like, let's go. The pizza's not ready." And I was just like, just fucking sit. So, and Joe literally annoyed me so much that I put him in a timeout.
Oh my God.
I put him in an actual timeout.
Dude. Joe was telling me you guys pulled up to Dobrik's the other day while I was there, like, working. This is like 5 or 6
Natalie,
days ago.
I have the Snapchat video. I'll show it.
It's
God.
like, okay, so first off, I want to clear the air. I didn't ignore you, okay? When you guys pulled up, you saw me. I clearly saw you. I made eye contact, and I thought you were going to park and walk in.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't engage, because I was in the middle of something. Like, I was going to measure something.
Right.
And someone was waiting for me. So I was like, okay, I see them. They know I'm here. They're going to go park. I'm gonna talk to them later, right? 10 minutes passes by. You guys aren't there. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Turns out you guys thought I ignored you, and the security guard basically kicked you out.
We were in his convertible. We were coming back from some stupid food review he was doing, and he was like, "Oh, yo, we're going by Dobrik. Like, let's swing by. Let's see Ilya." And I was like, "Yeah, let's see him." And we were so excited, and Joe hadn't even seen the restaurant yet. And I was like, "Joe, this is it. This is the restaurant." And we pulled in, and you gave us a look of death.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then Joe was really upset, and I was like, "He's busy. Like, let's just go."
That's
You
funny.
did look busy.
I was, and I didn't. There was no like harm intended in that transaction between you.
No, then he told me 3 days later. He was like, "Well, Ilya said if he engages with one person, then everyone starts filming him."
Oh, that is true. I
Yeah,
did
yeah,
tell
yeah,
him
yeah.
that. I was like, the reason I keep my head down when I walk past you guys is because I know that if you start filming, David's gonna start filming. David
Right.
starts, Jason starts,
Right,
and it's
right.
like this whole fucking fiasco.
Yeah.
which is like cool, and I love you guys, but like,
No, I know.
it's
It's
just
a
a lot of
it's a time
time.
suck.
Yeah.
Sorry, not to get
You
the vibe.
okay, Nat?
It's just been coughing for like 10 minutes. We just keep talking. Just dead.
What's your workout routine? You okay?
Um,
You're good. Nat, you were heading up a lot of the PR
Are you
boxes.
still going to ask me a question right now? Give me like 30 seconds.
I thought it was over. Okay, so I saw you had a lot of PR boxes, right, in the house. I saw some big names on the PR boxes.
Yeah.
Are there any names you can reveal to us who got a PR box?
Honestly, the most exciting person to me that's posted the PR box so far,
Yeah.
and surprising.
Incredible PR box, by the way.
Yeah, they're really well done.
Really good.
But Paris Hilton posted the PR box, and I was shocked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yes,
I was
yes.
like, oh my God, that's amazing. And she did a whole like, loves it, which is her signature line and all that, and like sliving and all that, whatever. It was really, really cool.
Do you know her?
you guys want to do this?
She
a different
dies. She dies, and we're at the hospital, and I'm like,
night? You keep
so
asking
what do I do
the
about the
question.
podcast?
Just pack it up, bring it.
The question was, who did you deliver the
The people that are most notorious.
yeah, Paris Hilton,
I think Paris
Taylor
is great.
Lautner's house.
Yeah, David went to Taylor Lautner's, and
He shot a little funny sketch with him. That was
I know
funny.
that was so funny. David showed it to me, and I knew that he was going over there to drop the PR box off, and they play pickleball together, which I think is equally as funny as the fact that
cute.
they're friends. But and then when he came back home, he showed me the skit that they made. And I was like, when did you guys just put this skit together, like on the spot? It just feels so random, but it was really funny and it was really cute.
Whose idea was the skit?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure whose idea it was. Maybe Taylor's, maybe David's. I'm not sure.
Okay, and so, well, what would you do next? You would try to franchise Dobrik? Is that the idea?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
Did you
just
put
like,
another
yeah.
one in LA or no?
so the plan as of right now, and it's subject to change based on conversations that I have with people that are smarter than me. But as of right now, I want to put one in every major city. So Miami, New York, Chicago, Houston, whatever.
Chicago for sure.
Yeah, I think Chicago's number 2, and then maybe New York and Miami. I want to do maybe like 10 at the same time, because obviously if we do it at the pace that we did it now, we're not going to have 10 locations until like 2050.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, yeah, maybe another 10 to 20 corporate-owned stores. And by corporate-owned, that means like we fully own it, right? Because a franchise is you only own part of it.
Right.
And then once we have a solid proof of concept, franchise it.
Right. And so that means people can come in and they buy it and then they make their own.
Yeah. So
and they pay a license fee. Is that how that works?
Yeah. So we would get a royalty, and it depends on how the deal is structured. So we would get a 6 to 8% royalty on gross revenue, which means like the full amount of money that business makes, we would get that location makes, we would get 6 to 8%.
Oh wow.
And the cool thing about franchising is the franchisee, who's the person that's building the store, pays for the construction, pays a store fee, or I mean it's called a door fee or store fee, where they pay you like $50,000 just to like even be in business with you, which is kind of nice. Like imagine you do 100 of them, right?
What?
$50,000 times 100 stores.
Why would they pay $50,000 just to be in business with you?
It's just the fee.
They
that
have
you
to pay a fee to be in
it's just a
business
fee.
with you.
Yeah. So it's actually, I mean, again, it just depends on the structure of the deal, but there's some of them where you pay a fee up front and then you pay a fee upon open.
Oh,
so
wow.
there's 2 fees.
Wow.
Yeah. And then on top of that, the royalty.
Do you miss the plumbing business?
No.
What was the hardest thing about being a plumber?
Cleaning up shit.
No, I actually didn't mind that part.
Really? Oh my god, that would be my
Yeah.
worst part.
Yeah.
It's so funny, like when people look at me, like employees
Yeah.
now, they're like, oh, like that guy's like a white collar dude, like he would never get dirty, but like no one like knows what the fuck I've been through. Like, I've been in crawl spaces like fucking neck deep in shit. Literally,
Really?
Yeah. So
Neck
it's like-
deep?
no, not actually. But like,
Yeah.
a crawl space where like
To the knee.
it's flooded to the knee, and like you're literally swimming in shit. And you have to change out a pump, and the only way to do it is to like go through the shit.
What's
right?
that smell like?
Damn.
It's actually not as bad as you think. Like the first maybe like 30 seconds, you're like fuck, but then you get so used to it. So anyways, worst part about being a plumber, it's actually not that. I don't know. It's just like it's a lot of like the plumbing business has such a negative connotation to it, because immediately when you're getting a call from somebody,
Yeah.
it's them unhappy, right? Like when you get a call for a pizza, it's like someone's like, I'd like 4 pies, like it's like a happy thing. They're looking forward to it.
Right.
You're not looking forward to your fucking plumber coming to your house at 7 o'clock at night because you have no hot water.
Yeah.
So like it's just all that negativity like constantly weighing on you.
Yeah.
I think
good.
that's the hardest part.
Good
for
answer.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. You ever been knee deep in shit?
No, I haven't. I had to stick my hand in a porta potty one time to get my phone out. That would be as close as I've ever come to shit.
Coachella?
Lollapalooza. Actually, it was Country Thunder. It's a country music festival.
You like country music?
Yeah, I actually do like country. Well, in high school, I like grew up on country music.
You did?
Yeah, like all my friends and I listened to country music, and we went to the country music festival, and